A long time ago, in a peaceful village called Amakara, lived a girl named Adaeze. She was slim and tall, with bright smile and gentle heart. Everyone in the village loved Adaeze, especially the elders. She was the only daughter of Pa Ebube, a palm wine tapper, and Ma Ngozi, who fried akara and moi moi by the roadside. They were poor but content and always taught Adaeze to be honest and generous. Adaeze's best friend was a boy named Wally. Wally was smart and always full of ideas, but sometimes his ideas were not so good. He lived with his uncle, Uncle Kolade, a yam seller in the next village, after losing both parents at 6. His uncle was strict and Wale often felt ignored and unloved, so he always dreamed of becoming rich by any means. Adaeze and Wale grew up together. They fetched water, went to school and played ampe in the dusty red sand after the rains. But while Adaeze was kind and content, Wale always looked at other people's belongings with longing eyes. One hot afternoon, they were walking home after buying pepper for Ma Ngozi. The sun was so hot, it felt like their heads would cook. As they walked along the dusty road, they saw an old woman, very thin and tired, with a heavy pot of water on her head. She looks like someone who hadn't eaten in days. Adaeze quickly rushed over. "Mama, let me help you carry your water," she said gently. But Wale pulled her arm. "No, let's go. We don't know this woman." Adaeze shook her head and whispered, "My mom said we must always help people. That's what good children do." Reluctantly, Wale followed as Adaeze carried the pot of water on her head. They walked with the woman to her house, a small cooked mud hut surrounded by old calabashes and drying herbs. The woman smiled. Her lips were dry and her teeth were brown and few. "You have a good heart, my daughter. Come inside. I want to give you something." Wale hesitated at the door, but curiosity made him follow Adaeze inside. The room was dark and smelled like bitter leaf water. In the corner was a black clay pot covered with a dirty cloth. "Bring me the pot," the woman said. Adaeze bent carefully and brought it over. It was surprisingly heavy. When the woman opened it, gold coins sparkled like the sun inside. The children gasped. "I give this to you, Adaeze," the old woman said, "but promise me, do not sell it or use it for 2 weeks. Wait patiently. That's the only condition." Adaeze nodded with wide eyes. "I promise, Mama." When Adaeze opened the gold and showed it to Wale, his eyes were wide open. That night, Wale couldn't sleep. Several greedy thoughts were coming to his mind. "That's a lot of money," he thought. "Omo, if I get this one, Kai, I'll just leave this village." He crept out quietly, like a shadow. When he reached the old woman's hut, he tiptoed inside and stole the pot of gold. By morning, the woman sat outside crying. "My gold, my pot of gold is gone," she wept. Adaeze and Wale ran to her in shock. "But I didn't take it," Adaeze said. She turned to Wale. "Did you take it?" Wale flared up. "Me? Never. Don't insult me. Where would I steal from an old woman?" But the old woman stared at Wale quietly. "Wale," she said calmly, "if you took it, return it now, or the truth will expose itself and the consequences will not be small." Days passed. Wale refused to confess, but something strange began to happen. Wale's stomach began to swell, slowly at first, then rapidly. In 1 week, he looked like someone carrying heavy baskets of yam in his belly. His body was in pain. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't walk properly. He cried, but still, he refused to tell the truth. But still, he refused to speak the truth. Villagers began to talk. "This is not ordinary. Oh. Spirit is punishing him. He must have touched what doesn't belong to him." Even Adaeze begged him, "Wale, please, just tell the truth," but Wale remained silent. Finally, one afternoon, When he could no longer bear the pain, he cried out in front of his uncle and neighbors, "Please carry me to the old woman's hut." They rushed in there, sweating and worried. His body was heavy and his stomach looked like it would burst. When they got to the hut, Wally knelt in front of the old woman, tears rolling down his cheeks. "I'm sorry," he said, weeping. "I stole the gold. I was greedy. I wanted it for myself. I hid it under the big iroko tree near the stream." The old woman chuckled, shaking her head. "I knew you took it," she said softly, "but I allowed you to suffer because your heart was stubborn. I needed you to learn your lesson." She sent a boy to retrieve the pot from under the tree. When the pot was brought back, she opened it and began to chant softly. She mixed some herbs and crushed leaves together, whispered incantations, and rubbed the medicine on Wally's swollen belly. Then she said, "Go home. In 7 days, you'll be well. But if you ever steal again, you might not get another chance." True to her words, after 7 days, Wally's stomach returned to normal and his body became normal as it was before. His pain disappeared. He became quiet, humble, and thoughtful. He stopped eyeing other people's things. He began to help Adaeze and even his uncle at the yam store with honesty and care. And Adaeze, when the 2 weeks passed, the old woman blessed her again and allowed her to sell the gold. With the money, Adaeze's parents built a small shop and sent her to school in the city. She never forgot the lesson. Kindness brings blessings. Moral lessons. Kindness is never wasted. Adaeze's kind heart opened doors for her. Whether the person you're being kind to deserves it or not, your reward will surely come. Greed can destroy. Wally's greed brought in pain. Always tell the truth. Lies only make things worse. And when you lie, you will have to keep lying to cover up the lies. So just tell the truth and be free. Help the weak and elderly. What is not yours is not yours. Be content with what you have. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in my next video. Be content with what you have. God bless you. Bye.